Previously on Verity. Riley didn't come home last night. Do you have any idea where she may be?
No, last I talked to her, she was staying after school a little bit later.
I wouldn't want to show my face up here after I, got reamed by Demelza and Milton.
Nobody knows she did that shit. Her fucking dad doesn't even know that shit. I signed her goddamn papers to get fucking after school suspension.
Riley can handle herself. Her dad's the fucking sheriff. I don't think anybody's gonna fuck with her, you know?
What do you mean? What can I do for you?
Father Cohen is just nowhere to be seen. Maybe he got injured or something, you know? There's, blood on my favorite stained glass.
Blood?
Jonas, do you mind if I speak with you privately? Riley and I got into it a couple days ago. Future stuff. I think she's remarkable, Jonas. I don't want that potential to be wasted. Is there a place you guys have that's hidden away from everybody?
It's the old rundown bowling alley.
There's no sign of Father Cohen. A giant blood splatter, no sign of a body or an attacker. That sounds freaky and paranormal to me.
Billy, you find a necklace that has like a cross on it. It looks like it's got like ash and all over it, like it's blackened.
A burned cross. There's no sign of fire anywhere in here.
Gotta keep that dangerous distance up, Sheriff.
You hear like these heavy footsteps. You see this creature emerges from the darkness.
Riley? I fucking hate you for this. God damn it. I think I know what type of creature this is, but wow, that's fascinating. Okay.
And you see that they pounce toward Sheriff Ewing.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. I would like to try and push him out of the way.
That would definitely be a roll to protect someone.
What is that?
Plus tough.
Okay. I'm not very tough. Oh no, 5.
5?
Shit. Yeah.
Mark, that experience!
Yeah, mark that experience. Your danger sense is up, and as you take this creature in, you get distracted as this thing pounces onto the sheriff, and you see it takes its claws out and just sticks them into his chest as he screams in pain.
Okay. It just pounced on the sheriff.
Yes, correct.
It currently has him not to say impaled, but he's kind of stabbed.
Yeah, for lack of a better term, he is pretty much impaled with these long ass claws and fingernails.
Damn, is it in one end out the other? Straight through?
Oh no, it's not all the way through, but he's been punctured.
Oh. They're going to, without the Kindle, open up the tome, quote unquote, the grimoire, whatever I have. And with a quick scan through of it, I'm going to try and enforce whatever this is to stop.
All right, so go ahead and do your use magic then.
12.
All right, so it looks like with that is pretty good. On a 10 plus, your magic works without issues. What's your effect?
I was trying to do the trap. I want to keep this thing locked in place.
Your owl necklace, its eyes glow again. As your consciousness goes into hers, you feel this pounding as you're in this creature's head. You feel this pounding and pounding against the walls of your brain. You see that it takes its claws out of the sheriff, and it holds its head in pain, and it lets out this screech as it seems like it's just incapacitated for the time being.
I'm gonna immediately look to the sheriff because I would imagine he's gonna be going for a weapon or something.
He gets up, and you see he grabs a bat, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Go, go, go!"
I jump in between him and the thing, and I'm like, "Stop! Don't!"
Out of breath, he just goes, "Is that? Is?"
You think you'd recognize your own daughter?
He's like, "I really wish I didn't right now."
I'm gonna look back toward the creature. I'll try to tune in. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna put one hand on her cheek and then forehead to forehead, close my eyes, and I'm gonna try and tune in to her mind.
Okay. That is a plus weird.
Yep. 8.
Okay. So it looks like you get to hold 1.
Coolio. What is it planning to do right now?
As you get back into her brain again, you start to read those surface level thoughts. You just feel these emotions, and you just feel there's this strong like hunger, and like it can't be satisfied. Like she feels like it seems like she's starving and she like needs to eat, but like nothing is like satiating that hunger. The other emotion that you feel is anger. You guys are into church. Yeah, I think that you guys have exhausted the search in the church. You probably see like a garbage truck from like the town, and you see that like it's driving very slowly, as you see just like a lot for like waste collectors, and it seems like they're just like picking a bunch of shit up off the road, like heavy shit, and like just tossing it in the back.
You mean like stuff like that people let out, or like there's stuff like in the road?
Like it looks like there's stuff like in the road.
I'll head out and be like, was there an accident we missed or something?
So you see that like there's definitely like a team on one side and like a team on the other. You guys see these guys are picking up deer and large woodland creatures like possums, deer, probably like a weasel or two, or what do you call those? Groundhogs? There we go.
Say a raccoon, you won't.
I won't. I refuse to. This is a no violence against raccoons game. Go ahead and roll to investigate a mystery.
17. Hang on, I'm having trouble.
Is that possible?
Did you just say
No.
17?
Yeah, 7. What did I say? 17.
17, yeah.
So my hold one, I assume.
Yes.
Where did it go?
You are like talking to like one of the garbage guys. They're just like, yeah, there's just this string of animals. Obviously, we just gotta clear them up. Someone was telling us that there's this line of animals just going into the woods, over by like the back of the church. I'm not sure why all these animals are dying, but there's a whole bunch of them.
Is that what was that called? Like chronic wasting disease. Maybe it's something to do with that.
He like turns over like one of these deer, and you just see this thing looks like it's been like mauled, like in like its stomach. Yeah, you tell me a chronic wasting disease that does that.
Yeah, you got me. Well, stay safe out there, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
You hear like on the other side of the truck, hold on a second. Out from behind, like in a reflective vest, you see former Dr. Boulette. He kind of smirks and he's just
I
like,
make a 180 and I go the other direction.
Okay, so you just leave?
The second I see Boulette, I grab Billy by the nape of the neck, by his shirt, and just leave.
Okay, Billy, are you just gonna go with him, or are you chilling here?
I mean, he's gonna get the jump on me, so he'll pull me and I'll just start running, I guess, because I guess I trust him. Why are we running?
Let's just say that guy and I have a bit of a history. I don't want to get involved with him. I don't want him near me. I don't want to speak to him. I didn't know he lived in town.
Bad breakup?
Well, something got cut off. I knew him back when I was in med school. Let's just say things didn't go well. I wronged him.
Not the weirdest thing I've heard today. So, where are we going? Can I suggest my car?
I'll direct Billy to park behind the church, like out of sight of Boulette, and I will follow the trail of dead animals.
Okay, Billy, are you following?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys kind of like follow this trail into the woods, and as you get further and further in, you guys start to hear like the sound of snapping and crunching.
Is that like snapping and crunching of like sticks or like someone intentionally breaking things? Can I tell?
I will say it's also accompanied by snarls and animalistic like grunts and groans and whatnot. It's not a pleasant sound. I will say also, like, at this point, like, the sun is starting to go down there and, like, dusk is setting in, and it seems like you're getting closer to the source of this snapping sound.
Hey, Lewis, do you really want to go into this?
I mean, we don't know what we're dealing with. Maybe we can catch a glimpse of it without it noticing us? Get an idea of what we're working with and then regroup?
Read a bad situation.
Good call. 14.
With a 14, you get to hold 3.
I'll start with what's my best way in.
You guys see that there's like a bit of a drop off. Obviously, you know, if you keep like the high ground here, then this thing probably won't get the jump on you at least.
What's the biggest threat as we go in to like see what it is?
You see like the back of like this shirtless It looks like a man, and it looks like that this thing is just like feasting. And you see this thing has like these huge claws. This creature has like this like gray hair, and you just hear it like snarling and like slurping as it's just like digging into like this like carcass of a deer. This thing is just like doing a hard feast, and it looks like a feral human being.
And then my third question, I'll say, what is my best way to protect the victims?
In this case, I mean, I guess like there might be like some more like deer or like other fauna. If anything, if you're trying to protect like the animals and whatnot, making a loud noise so that they would scatter and get away from this creature.
If I make a loud noise and they scatter, it kills me. I will take the animal loss. I will slip back out.
You're able to get out undetected there, and you like are able to make it back to the car with Billy.
And at this point, I'll ask him to drop me off back at home.
As you turn the key in the ignition there, it doesn't seem like it's turning on.
Are you a car guy? Because I'm not, and we don't have AAA.
I was an English major in college. Do you think I'm a car guy?
I don't know. We fight monsters in our free time.
Tell me the transferable skill between monster hunting and cars.
I pop the hood and I look at it.
Knowing what's in the woods, I will watch his back while he's messing with the car.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for something that doesn't look right.
As you're kind of like looking at this here, Lewis, you're on like the lookout. You see this thing like comes out of the woods. You see the front of it, and it's like this creature that doesn't have like it has like its bottoms, like these like black pants, but like there's nothing like on top. You see these like glowing yellow eyes stare you down. You make eye contact, and this thing starts moving towards you.
I do the same thing. Grab him by the shirt and be like, we need to go. Leave the car. And I'm just gonna run.
Jonas, so you are face to face with this monstrous Riley here.
Oh boy. All right.
Sheriff is like standing behind you. He's got like his bat. You can tell like he doesn't want to swing, but he like still has it at the ready.
I like glare back at him and I'm like, drop it.
He kind of like gulps. He's like, "Can you just get behind me?"
Do you trust me? I need you to trust me right now. Put down the bat.
Roll to manipulate someone.
Okay. That is plus, what is it? Charm?
Charm.
That be what it be. 9.
A 9, I believe that's a mixed success. So they'll do it for you only if you show them that you mean it.
Listen, I know you and I have had something of a rocky relationship up till now, but this isn't about you. This isn't about me. This is about your daughter, all right? I know we both care about her. You wouldn't want to hurt her, now would you?
He just says, "I don't. Believe me, I don't."
I need you to trust me.
You see that like he lowers the bat, but he does not like drop it.
All right. Let's see. Magic. What can I do? Riley's still kind of just like locked in place, yeah?
You can tell that it's not gonna hold for a lot longer.
Cool. With my grimoire still in my hand, I am going to the section on like curses and banishment. The first thing I'd like to do is communicate with something that you do not share a language with my like forehead pressed against her forehead. I would like to beam like my thoughts and emotions and more so like memories, the good times that Riley and I have had, emotions and memories regarding the 39 Stripes and us like hanging out there shooting the shit, totally not doing anything illegal, and her father's lamenting and concern about her from just the past like day. I'd sort of like to communicate all of that without like directly doing words, you know. After that, I would like to try to banish the Wendigo curse within her from her. So that's my next thing. Where's my roll? That's a 13.
So I think that you like beam these memories in, and as you're doing so, you see that the same memories, but like from another point of view, like beam back at you, and you see that there is no change with Riley, as like you feel that there was like a wash over this creature that is Riley, but she still looks very feral.
So they basically like had no purchase.
Essentially. At this point, their head clears out, and they like look at you, and for like a split second, their like clawed hands like actually like go and like grab your face, and
Yeah.
for a moment, you can see a bit of recognition in their eyes, but then you see it like return. They seem like overcome by this like hunger as they like essentially like dig their claws into your cheeks, and you'll take 2 harm. You do have that 1 armor though, so you just take 1 harm.
Yep. 1. Okay, cool. I actually wanted to ask about that. Is it
It's a passive ability, so if you take harm, you just subtract 1 from it, unless it's an attack that ignores armor.
okay. Yeah, so Jonas is just they're like still holding on to Riley's face. They're just like, it's okay. It's okay. As the claws are like digging into their face.
But I will say, I mean, actively, it seems like she's about to keep like going. Are you going to the church? Or are you just running somewhere else?
Lewis would run into the nearest door of the church and then bar the door with anything he has that like is available to bar the door with. If there's one of those like heavy tables where they put like the gifts before mass starts.
Billy sits in a pew and starts to cry.
Sure.
Billy, you got Jonas's phone number, right?
No, he wouldn't give it to me.
God fucking damn it. And looks up at the altar. Sorry. What do I do?
You watch this thing chase you guys towards like the church, and you barred it. As soon as like you close the door behind you, the footfalls stop, and it seems like all the noise stopped.
I don't think we're in the clear yet. If that's what I'm suspecting it is, it's not gonna leave us go that easy.
Then what do we do?
I would say run, but I almost expect that's what it wants us to do.
Wait, what do you think that thing is?
There's tale of people's souls that are devoured by greed. And in times of strife, some would turn to what they considered the greatest crime of all, cannibalism. And those that took to this out of greed and self-preservation were cursed with the spirit of the Wendigo.
Can we save them?
That I don't know. I can go back to the lore library and do some digging, but we have to get out of this church first. And there's only one door to get out, and it's probably waiting for us on the other side of that door.
Can I try to read a bad situation?
Yes, this is definitely a bad situation.
Yo, I got an 11.
An 11. So you get to hold 3 there.
Is there any dangers we haven't noticed?
I don't think that there's any dangers that you haven't noticed. I think that the one danger that you have noticed is the one danger that is pressing at the moment.
That is fair. What is my best way out?
So the best way out is either, through that front door. Obviously, that's not great, but, through the front door. Or, I mean, you could try to jump out of one of those stained glass windows, but that probably is going to hurt.
And I guess what's most vulnerable to me?
I mean, I guess I should ask, how do you want that answered? Like, so what kind of, like, how are you asking that?
Is there a way to immobilize this thing so we can get out?
From what you can tell right now, the best way to mobilize it or to immobilize a creature is to make sure that it doesn't see you, sense you, or get to you.
Can I see any holy water anywhere?
I mean, you could probably find holy water somewhere in the priest area. I don't know church terms.
Oh, while we're in the church, could I go back and grab that burnt crucifix, that burnt cross?
I'm pretty sure like Billy picked it up and like took it with him.
Can I fill up a couple bottles of holy water? And I'm hoping they have like bottles, not like the little vials.
Sure.
Like the little like aerosol sprayer things. I knew a priest that had one, like a little spray bottle, like little Bath and Body spray bottle of holy water.
That's a great idea. I'm going to grab my nunchucks and come back out with I guess if you're okay with that, a spray bottle of holy water.
I see you come out with a spray bottle. I'm like, I like your thinking. That might just do it.
Sometimes I'm smart, maybe. We'll find out. Are you ready to do this?
Yep. You're smarter than you realize, Billy. How come we never went to college?
It's a work in progress.
Okay, enough of conversations. Let's fight a Wendigo.
Hello, Jonas.
Howdy. It's funny because no matter how much time I have to think about what I'm gonna do, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Alright. So it started to like gouge at my face, basically.
Gets hands on your face to like grasp it like in a friendly way, and then it just turned not friendly.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, alright. The first thing I want to do is, I assume we're like in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's like a kitchen dining room kind of area.
Homie Duncan was like right up on the fridge. So I'd like to like reach over to the fridge and open it up and just start dumping all like the shit on the floor, like all the food and shit just onto the ground.
Yeah, I think that Sheriff Ewing would follow your heed and like he'd do the same thing. Like he'd be like, "All right, whatever this is."
Excellent. Actually, if he's like doing that, if he's like jumping in to help, I'd actually tell him to get just all his food, just like empty like the cabinets and cupboards and shit as well, and trying to use because I know there's the never-ending hunger. I would like to, ideally, with the food as a distraction, pull away at least somewhat. And I would like to try and use my telepathy to like, instead of like reading what it's actively thinking right now, I'd like to just get a general sort of insight into it, into like the way that its mind works with the telepathy.
Yeah, because I know you can read a bad situation using your telepathy.
Yeah, that type of deal. So I kind of want to do that. I want to investigate a mystery.
All right.
Nope,
What'd you get?
that's a 6.
Mark experience.
Heyo.
Yeah, so I think as you do that and like you kind of like get away and like all this food is like around, you see that like this creature like looks around and it doesn't seem interested at all, but like its eyes light up when it looks up at both you and like the sheriff. But yeah, you see that she stands up and starts like walk slowly. The sheriff like he kind of like gets like the bat again and he's just like, "Jonas, I don't want to do it. Just, if you're gonna do something, please do it quick."
I'm working on it. I am going to once again try to keep it at bay. And I'm gonna go for the trap a specific person, minion, or monster. I'm gonna go for the good old stop again. Command word stop.
I think he probably noticed that like you stopped it before, like incapacitated it, and I think he's like, "Jonas, if you do that thing again, I might be able to knock her out."
One more thing before that. I want to try one more thing. I don't want to hurt her. I would like to try it again. Not quite following his lead. I have a different thing in mind.
Okay,
12.
a 12, the trap. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. For the time being, she seems incapacitated.
Can I do a little like flavor?
Sure.
I feel like with Jonas developing his magic a bit, at least for a moment, there's like a flash of like ethereal like chains or manacles on the like wrists, ankles, like center mass maybe, that type deal. I like look over to Sheriff. Hey, would you believe it? She's angry at you. Idea. I would like for you to talk to her.
This man's is like crying at this point, and he tells her,
I would like to help him if possible. I'm not sure how much it would apply here.
"Oh, I don't have to roll dice, so don't worry about it."
NPCs don't roll dice. That'd be stupid.
Yeah. He tells her like the same thing, like, "I want you to use all of the things that you have available to you, and I know you're great, I know you can do great things, but whatever you choose to do with your talents, I'll always be here to support you and to make sure that you're happy doing what you want to do. And I'm sorry it's not always felt like that."
Jonas will kind of like walk up, reach out and grab one of the claws, and kind of motion for the sheriff to do the same. And Jonas just like looks into her eyes and just goes, "We love you, Riley."
The anger in her eyes goes away as it's just breathing heavily. You watch Riley like fall to the floor and just like curl up into a ball for just a moment. And many of the noises that you've heard come out of this creature this evening have been like distorted like screams and like growls and grunts. And it's had some sort of like it hasn't sounded like Riley, but eventually you hear her voice and you hear that she's like whimpering and you hear her just say, "Don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't stop it. I don't know what to do."
Jonas scoops her into a hug, like full on her face to his chest, and he's just like shh, shh. And he's just like holding her there.
I mean, you get her into this hold. For a moment, she relaxes, but then she tenses up and she pushes you away and she says, "I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anybody. I can't keep it at bay."
Trust me, I'm not worried about that. And I'll like gesture to the gouges on my face.
As you like say that and like gesture, you see that like she smiles for a second and then immediately you see her eyes glaze over and just flash yellow. She's about to like jump at like your face as like she opens her mouth and she's about to like take a big bite, but you just hear a crack as the sheriff just whacks her on the back of the head with the bat. After he does that, he drops the bat and he like covers his face, and this man is like sobbing as he like leans up against the wall and just fucking drops. And you see like he fucking like gets onto his stomach and just like holds Riley for just a moment. Back to
this fuckery.
Lewis and Billy. I almost said Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Billy.
The expedition.
Someone ain't coming back from this expedition.
Uh-oh.
All right, so do you guys like unbar the door and just swing it open?
I'll probably like unbar it and like look to him like with him ready with the spray bottle. Hopefully, be ready to spray the second I open this door.
Yes.
And I'll swing it open, just ready to with like my pocket knife in one hand.
So you guys swing it open, and you see that the creature is just standing there and just waiting.
Freaking knew it.
And you see like it steps back a little bit.
If I run at it to spray it with my holy water, does this work for the what could go wrong move I have?
I can't tell you a more immediate danger than running towards a creature that seems hostile.
Sounds good. I'm going to spray the bad puppy.
If you're running in to spray it with holy water, that'd be a roll to kick some ass.
Here's to praying. 6.
You charge out towards this creature, and you like start spraying, and you see this thing like backs up away from you and kind of like dodges, and it's moving at a rather quick speed. And after like you kind of like come to a stop, this thing like lunges at you and it gets you for 2 harm as it takes like its claws out and just like punctures you with them like right through the chest.
I'm going to spend one of my things to reduce that by 1.
My man's out here spending more luck points.
My what could go wrong? Yeah, I can reduce harm.
Oh god, scared me.
As you get closer, you see that on its chest, it has like this burn mark of a cross. This thing's face just covered in blood. It opens its mouth and like starts to move towards you a little bit closer.
If it's coming at him, I will come up too, and maybe like 2 of us going at it will be enough to intimidate it off. But I don't know, Wendigos aren't known for their ability to be intimidated. You know what, screw it. I will tell Billy to back off and try to plunge my pocket knife, which is holy, into this thing's like neck if I can. Like almost as I'm trying to go for the head, but like its head is too tall, so funny neck.
I mean, this thing is like the size of just like a human.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking when to go big.
What'd you get?
That was a failure, a 6.
A 6? All right, go ahead and mark experience there. As this thing takes its other claw and it grabs for like your side and it just like scrapes across your stomach, and you'll also take 2 harm. All right. So yeah, that creature kind of yoinks you both. After Lewis, I mean, obviously there's no set initiative there, but I mean, Billy, are you gonna take an action?
Well, since I'm all up close and personal, I'm going to try to spray it straight into its mouth this time, since, you know, I'm a lot closer.
Okay, go ahead to roll to kick some ass.
4.
All right, mark that experience.
I gotta level up.
All right, take your level in the moment here. But yeah, so you spray it, and as you do, like the bottle just gets jammed. As this thing, you see its teeth. You see like it has like these sharp teeth and just chomps right into your neck, and you take 3 harm.
This thing's gonna slaughter us. I'm just gonna grab my boy and just try to get out of this.
I'm unstable.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get us out of this.
Okay, so that would be an act under pressure roll there.
Up a 9.
So that is a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. So I'd say you're able to yoink Billy off of the creature there as it has its teeth like sunk into him. But I think that so you essentially pull Billy off of the creature. But as you have just taken this thing's dinner away from it, it turns towards you. This is an older gentleman. Like, it looks like an old, like, elderly man. You see as it swats at you, and he, like, launches you, like, almost across the parking lot. That is 4 harm.
Oh, damn. Yeah, 4? Oh, my God. I'm 1 off of dying. When I had a mixed success, did I achieve anything out of that?
Yeah, you pulled Billy off of him. He was bitten. He was literally like inside his jaws, essentially. Like his neck was like in his jaws. And you were able to free him of that grapple, essentially.
Nice.
Billy, what's your move? You are still like within like reach of this creature.
I would like to take out my nunchucks if I can. I think I can, and take a swipe at him, and then hightail it out toward Lewis and try to get him up and running again. I did upgraded my cup with my level up.
So you're gonna swing at him.
Yes,
All right, roll to kick some ass.
and I just got an 11. Yay!
All right. So with a 10 plus, you get to take an extra effect. So you can gain the advantage, take +1 forward, give +1 forward to another hunter, inflict terrible harm. You suffer 1 less harm, or you can force them where you want them.
I don't know if Billy would know this, so if you can answer this, but if I take the +1 harm, does that work with a life drain?
I don't think it would. The life drain just does like the basic.
That's fair. I'm going to force them where I want them, and that's away from me as far as I can.
I think that you would hit this thing with like your nunchucks, and I mean you could maybe like have it like fall to its knees. I don't think you can push somebody with nunchucks.
Can I hit him and then springboard off him and try to like kick him on his back as I run away?
Sure.
Yummy.
So as you do that, though, he's also going to be able to get an attack off on you. And as like you springboard, you see he swipes at you with his claws as you're able to close escape there, and you're going to take 2 harm.
I broke even.
And yeah, you guys, I'm assuming, run the other way.
As much running as I can do.
Okay, and yeah, you see this thing starts to chase after you, and it's running at a incredible speed.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot I have a thing. So we're at the church. I think I'll cut going this way in an attempt to get towards a busier space.
Okay, so you want to kite the monster towards like a busier spot?
Shut up! No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a place where I could duck in somewhere.
I mean, you know that Crossroads Cafe's right here.
Okay, I'll try to duck into Crossroads if we can.
Okay. You see that this thing is like chasing after you guys at like a very uncomfortable speed. I just need you guys both to roll me an act under pressure. Actually, you know what? Either roll me act under pressure or weird.
I will do the act under pressure since that's plus sharp for me.
I got 8.
Yo, 12.
You guys see like this thing is like chasing after you, and by like some grace, like this thing that's like at like high speeds, you guys like find a way to outrun it. Lewis, like you like chug along, like you like burst into Crossroads Diner. The girl, like the hostess stand, like jumps a little bit. Billy, as like you are barely outrunning it, it like goes to swipe at you, and you take 2 more harm. But you're able to make it into the diner as well. And like the hostess sees you guys just like standing in like the lobby of Crossroads Diner. She sees you guys like bleeding out, and her eyes like widen, and she just goes,
Feral dogs.
and she just grabs like her phone immediately and like runs to the back of the house.
Who's she gonna call? The sheriff?
And you guys see that the creature is standing right outside the door.
Wait, oh shit, that was Pastor Cohen. Ugh, I got chills from that.
I'm going to apply pressure to my wounds because I am dying quick.
Oh, hang on, I can help us. I'm gonna use my suture kit.
Yeah, you like use your suture kit, like you guys both are able to heal 1 harm there. You can tell that the sutures in this kit are a bit loose, and they're not like professional, but they are holding for the time being. The scene, of course, is that you guys are kind of like in this lobby of Crossroads as the creature is just standing outside the door.
Hey, Miss Hostess, you might want to throw the sheriff on top of that call.
I'm just chilling in a chair because I don't want to die for the 3rd time.
Yeah, you guys hear like the sound of sirens like off in the distance.
Oh, thank God.
Riley is unconscious, and you two are essentially like huddled over her unconscious body.
Look, I don't know. Okay, so she's out like a light. What's the deal with the claws and stuff? Are they there?
It seems like they've retracted. She looks like she normally does.
Is she hurt?
It doesn't look like it.
I'm gonna look to the sheriff, and I'm gonna look at his current puncture wound. Okay, hold still. I've never done this before. And I'm going to attempt to heal him, which is plus weird. Let me go ahead and look through my tome. Wow, wow, we're doing good tonight.
All right. So yeah, you heal him. After you do that, he like grabs your hand. I don't know how long she'll be out for. So what are we doing?
Let me think. Let me think. I guess I'll try and read her mind again. I'm gonna try and get an idea of what information she might know from being an insider. That is to say, I'd like to investigate a mystery. Hee hee. What is that? Sharp?
Yeah.
I think that's hold one.
Hold one.
What can it do?
So you get some insight as to what this creature's powers, because I mean, she's been able to use them, so she has known firsthand. And you know that this thing is super fast. It has unrivaled strength. They can see in the dark. They can hear like a human's heartbeat.
So superhuman speed, strength, agility, stamina. It can see in the dark. It can hear heartbeats.
Can tell that like it seems like invulnerable. It seems like it can't not be killed by conventional methods. It seems like it has like it can regenerate. One of its like biggest things is that it has like these razor sharp teeth that it can just like retract.
Jesus. All right, we're fighting fucking Wolverine. Well, okay, you're a cop. Handcuffs. They're not gonna work forever, but it's something. And I'm gonna like point to her hands. Anything we can do to stop her from using those, at least for a moment.
You see that he like goes and grabs like a pair of handcuffs and like just fucking cuffs her.
All right, you got your keys. Have somewhere to hold her. Time being, I don't know how well it's gonna work. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He like grabs his keys and he like picks up Riley. Where are we bringing her?
We don't need to bring her anywhere, but I mean, there's a place in that car that's meant for people not to escape from.
You want me to put her in the trunk?
No, the back.
Just the back of the car?
I mean, yeah, that's where you put criminals and shit, right?
Oh, in my police car.
Yes.
Oh shit, we have to go down to the station to get a police car. I don't drive a regular car.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
He like loads her into like the back of his car and he's like, "All right, let's go, I guess."
All right, let's go get a police car. Cops can run red lights, right?
And so yeah, you literally like pull out and fucking he's like, don't worry, I can probably run a few if I get stopped, you know, I can just flash the fact that I'm and like as you guys are like going down towards the police station, you see like cop cars just like coming down, like blazing past you.
These cops are about to fucking die.
Well, I guess we don't have to be worried about running red lights. I say as I watch like 3 squad cars pass by.
Yeah, I guess not. And then he just steps on the gas. Back at Crossroads Cafe, you guys see that like all these cops pull up and like an ambulance pulls up as well. An EMT comes out. The creature, aka Pastor Cohen, is standing in the door waiting on the outside. And one of the EMTs is like, "Excuse me, sir." And it just stares down the EMT.
Around the thing through the window, I'm just throwing up like the no, get the fuck away from it.
You see like the EMT is like, do you need help, sir? And you see that the EMT waves his hand in front of him and like takes out a flashlight
He's gonna fucking die. God damn it.
and like puts it in his eyes, to which point this creature flinches and throws the EMT, to which all of the cops draw their guns as this EMT gets flung like across the street and crashes into one of these buildings over here.
Can I action carefully?
Sure.
Since this thing's distracted, can I just peek open the door a bit and try to spray it?
So this thing is like right in front of the door. I mean, you can open it. I'm just saying this thing is like right in front of the door.
Well, actually, I lied. Can I take the cross and try to hit it? You know, since it's on a chain, kind of swing it, try to hit this thing?
Yeah, sure. Roll to kick some ass.
12.
All right. Take your extra effect. You can gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give it to another hunter, inflict terrible harm, suffer less, or force them where you want them.
I need to suffer this less harm because this was risky.
Okay. So as you hit this thing with the cross, you hear its like skin sizzle as it cries out in pain, and it slashes you for the 2 harm. So 1 harm less would be 1.
Oh God. Does it run away though?
It does not run away. It just looks more and more angry.
I will. God, if this thing fucking looks at me, I die. There's just nothing I can do.
I am bleeding a lot.
I'd probably say I only have like a finite amount of like sutures per like hunt.
1 for each of you.
Yeah, and I just used 2, so I have 1 more. I really can't think of another situation where I'm gonna need this. I'll give him the other suture.
So you see as all of these like cops hold their guns out on this thing and say, "Stand down, stand down." You see this thing lunges at one of them and like just takes a big chunk out of his neck. You see that the police are like shooting at this thing, and you can see that like these bullet wounds are like hitting Pastor Cohen here, but you see it just keeps going, policeman by policeman.
Is there bystanders in this place?
Oh yeah, they're all like looking out the window, freaking out.
Do one of you guys want to try to flag these guys in here before they get massacred?
Who are you talking to right now?
I don't know, just the bystanders. I'm getting stitched up because clearly this thing didn't want to come in here.
Yeah, no, they like everyone is like freaking out, and they don't think they are. I mean, if you want to roll to manipulate someone,
I'll try that.
Wait a minute. I think I just realized something.
Spit it out, Lewis.
Lewis doesn't necessarily notice. Donald knows this because of a combination of what we just did in the intro clip. But I have a feeling this thing has the vampire thing where it can't enter where it's not been invited.
I got a 6.
a 6.
Do I get a marker experience?
Yeah, with a 6, yeah, everyone is like running away and like they're like cowering inside this place.
That's fair. I tried my best. I'm running out of options.
Yeah, we are kind of running low on options here.
And blood.
Oh yeah, we are losing a good amount of blood, you and I. How are our unstable injuries looking? Speaking of,
Not great. Those sutures that you had seemed like they were good for the time being, but they definitely didn't seem like they were going to last. They looked like loose.
Practice makes perfect.
Jonas,
Heyo.
you guys make it to the police station,
Dope.
and you see that Duncan just picks up Riley, and he goes to like put her into like a squad car.
Do that. Get her in the back, hands cuffed behind her back. You got another pair of cuffs? Get the ankles. Better than nothing.
You see that he like as you're like holding her, he like goes to like get the ankles, and you feel Riley starts to stir.
I'm sorry, I meant to say as well, on the the ride there, since Jonas didn't have anything else to do except be anxious, he would be poring over his various tomes and grimoires that he's downloaded onto the Kindle, just trying to look into general curses, stuff like that.
All right, and this is what are you trying to do?
Investigate a mystery.
With an 8, you get to hold 1.
Jonas wants to know sort of like ways to defeat it, not necessarily just hurt, but like if there's ways to like he tried banishment, if there's stuff like that, or any other remedies or something for the curse. Okay, so then what can hurt it?
You try to get into Riley's head a bit as she's unconscious, as well as like reading through your grimoires. Somehow, like by going through Riley's head, you find out that this creature, it's like fused with blood. Bullets aren't gonna hurt this thing. To kill this creature, massive damage might do so, but obviously massive damage would also hurt Riley.
And no other methods of like incapacitation, suppression, any stuff like that.
As Riley even said to you, like when she like came to a little bit, is that she doesn't know if she can even hold it back.
Fucking hell, this one is a head scratcher. All right, snap back to reality. She's waking up, yeah?
It feels like she's like starting to like thrash.
How's Duncan doing with the cuffs?
He was able to like get her feet.
Cool. Okay, back it up. Where are we? Are we like at the station then, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, you guys are currently at the station, like in the parking lot.
I'll just do like telepathy, and I'll start beaming words directly into her head again. Remember who you are. Fucking shit. I guess I'll slam the door if it hasn't been shut already. As she was like stirring awake, and I had told the sheriff to like take a step back, I would say, okay, all right. Crazy idea, just might work. Who knows? Those things can hear heartbeats. So, stupid as it sounds, try to stay calm. Try to keep your heart rate slow. Maybe it'll keep it from targeting us.
Yeah, you see that he tries to like calm down a bit, but like after like you get her in the car, she's pounding on like the window there. You see that there's like a crack that forms in the window.
Do something really dumb. Where are the keys to the cruiser? Are they in homie's hands?
Yeah, he has them.
I'm gonna swipe them out of his hands and jump in the front seat of the cruiser. turn it on, rev the engine, try and keep as calm as I can, and I'm gonna fucking floor it away from the station.
You hear Duncan just go, "What are you doing?" And then like you peel out of there. And where are you going?
To the bowling alley, to the 39 Stripes.
It is a short drive, but you hear that like that divider in between you and the back seat is being just like slammed with like Riley's entire body.
I peek back behind me and scream at her to stop. I'm gonna try and do my old classic, old reliable.
Tell me what you get.
7.
Mixed success. So what's your glitch?
Let's do a problematic side effect. I like tension. I like to make the plot crazier.
You tell her to stop. For a second, your head also freezes too, as you see that those sharp teeth retract out, and you say stop, and she stops. And so do you, but the car keeps going. The car begins to like veer off the road. You fall into like this little like ditch. The car just falls in and flips. I'm gonna have you take 3 harm, but you can take one of those away because of your armor.
Where are we on the road?
Almost to the bowling alley.
Cool. I'm gonna get out of the car and start booking it to the bowling alley. I'm gonna real quick try and heal myself. 10.
So yeah, you heal yourself and you like start running towards the bowling alley, and you look behind you as you hear just like the shattering of glass, and you see Riley like throws herself out of the cruiser, and you watch as she messes around with like the handcuffs for a second and then just pulls and then just breaks the handcuffs off of her own hands.
Yeah, I've been running this whole time. I knew this would happen. I bought myself maybe 3 seconds?
All right, fellas, back at Crossroads Cafe.
I have a funky question. Is there someone I could swipe to try to steal their life force?
So you're going to try to steal life force of a random person?
Maybe. It's in the back of my mind, but is it possible for me to do that where I'm at?
I mean, there are other people in the diner. You could definitely hit somebody with the nunchucks.
I'm just going to let that simmer in the back of my head.
Okay. Lewis, what are we thinking?
Can I make an attempt to, at the very least, try to calm the people that are frozen in the diner, like in fear?
Yeah, I feel like that's like a free action there.
I'm going to pull Lewis toward me and be like, how you feeling? Because we could heal ourselves.
What do you mean? Our main source of healing just got thrown 50 yards, like Baker Mayfield up in this bitch.
I'm going to dangle my nunchucks in front of me, hoping Lewis remembers what I did to them.
Yeah, but it's gonna hit you back, and it's not gonna be worth what you get from it.
I'm going to look at the bystanders.
You are not attacking innocents with that freaking thing. We're here to be the barrier against the dark from the light, not part of it.
Yeah, but we can't do that if we're dead.
Yeah, but if we start using that position to fucking siphon life from the people we're trying to protect, we're doing a pretty shit job at that, aren't we?
I mean, that's if they find out, but just keep it in mind. How else are we getting out of this?
Is there an emergency exit in this place?
Probably a back exit in the kitchen.
Is there a first aid kit on the wall?
Oh yeah, that'd be a first aid kit in the kitchen.
Yeah, you can probably find like a first aid kit.
I'll try to go out the back exit, and if there's a first aid kit on the way, I'll grab it. Do we want to double back around to the church, or do we want to head...
The amount of blood that has exited my body is astounding. Hospital, please.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, yeah, let's double back over and head to the hospital.
All right. So you guys are making your way up to the hospital?
Yes. When and if we get there, I will tell them feral dogs.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Ambulance with medical supplies. You want to go use that real quick? Is they're distracted?
Hang on. Giant murderous Wendigo beast that's gonna kill anything in its path and smell the blood coming out of us. We take one more lick from that bitch, we're done.
What if we shut the doors?
Genius. That worked before.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Yeah, actually, wait a minute. That technically did work before.
Okay, so what's the move, folks?
I'll let Billy take the lead on this one.
Are we making a dash for this ambulance then?
We either die of blood loss on the way to the hospital, or we go out in a blaze of glory against this fucking thing.
So you're going to the front of the cafe and to go to the ambulance? You sneak out the back and go to the front of the Crossroads Cafe, and you see the creature stare you guys down. I'm going to have you guys roll to act under pressure.
Oh god, I might die.
Oh, Jesus! He might not need this experience. That was a 4. Yeah, you and I might die right here.
What did you roll, Billy?
4.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Go ahead and mark your experience, folks.
Might not need it.
The monstrous form of Pastor Cohen looks to both of you and lets out a guttural screech as it goes to charge at you. But before he finds purchase, you hear the sound of a revving engine as a red Volkswagen Beetle slams into the monster and sends him flying into the wall of the Crossroads Cafe. The driver's side window rolls down, and behind the wheel sits the stranger that you've met once before. Just about every inch of their face is covered between their face mask and the goggles of their aviator cap, which you can see a wild mess of orange hair poking out from underneath. You don't even need to see their face to know what they're thinking, as they frantically wave for you two to get in the car.
I get my ass in the car.
Without even looking at you, the stranger shifts gears and floors it out of there, with Pastor Cohen uncomfortably close behind, giving chase.
Buddy, we got a bogey on our 6.